Most new creators publish less than they'd like, not because they lack focus, but because they're choosing polishing over potential, and in doing so, they rob themselves of the rapid progress they are capable of. There are three core reasons we do this, and one simple tactic, known for decades, that solves all of them. Yet almost no one uses it. So let's get into the reasons. Reason one stems from a strength that manifests itself as a weakness, and that is perfectionism. Imagine you have a vision for a grand garden. You're in the basil section, and you notice one leaf has a brown spot. Suddenly, you're laser focused on fixing that one leaf. Meanwhile, your whole garden is being neglected. You miss out on planting the tomatoes, pruning the roses, and the very harvest of that garden. It's so easy to do, we don't even realize we're doing it. For me, this happened constantly. When I was scripting my first video, I spent hours writing and rewriting the first 30 seconds. I was so focused on making the opening perfect, while the whole video garden was waiting. Now, this doesn't mean that you should start rushing through everything in your process. The key here is balance. Reason two is simpler. You get distracted by outside input. You're in that garden again, and the cat does something cute, a text pops up, there's a rainbow and you want a picture. This is human, but have you ever stopped to think how much these add up? And how they cascade? I've had times where I stopped for a quick snack, and 60 minutes later I was plating a fancy magazine-worthy brunch I never planned to make. Those small distractions are like little weeds. They don't seem like much, but left unchecked, they'll choke your garden. But neither of these steals as much as reason three. Even without perfectionism, in a perfectly quiet room, if you have no urgency, your potential output is cut in half, sometimes to a third. But imagine this, if your boss mass emailed everyone, first one in the office gets a free trip to Hawaii, you'd probably set a personal record getting to work. You wouldn't be perfectly groomed, you wouldn't stop to play with the cat, you'd make every effort to get there as fast as possible. And that's because of urgency. And the solution to all three is the same, and chances are you've actually done it thousands of times before and just not applied it to YouTube. Think back to school. What happened with every big project? You had a due date, and you weren't guided by perfectionism, but by a deadline. How many of us have had a week-long assignment that we did entirely the day before? The logic is clear. We could have done it in that first day if we had just been given one day instead of 7. And this isn't just coming from me. It's called Parkinson's Law. This is the adage that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So how do we put this into practice? There are 2 simple key steps. 1, set a timer. You can use your cell phone. I've also put a simple time applet on my site. It's totally free. And define that task. Make it clear what you have completed by the end of that time slot. Step 2 is to set the timer for less time than you think you need. If you think it will take 4 hours, give yourself 3 or 2.5. If you think it'll take 1 hour, give yourself 40 minutes. Somewhere between half and 3/4 the time you think it will take. If you keep hitting those deadlines, go for a third the time. You'll be amazed at how much faster you get things done when there's fire underneath you. You had enough drive to start your channel. You just need to ignite your potential. It is way more capable than you give it credit for. So I don't just want you to try this. I want you to comment down below with the deadlines you're setting for yourself. What did you create under pressure? Focus on the entire garden you're creating before the timer runs out. Subscribe. I'm figuring this out as I go, and I'm sharing every tool, every tactic, and every lesson with you.